Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to talk about the holistic weight loss tips that you probably have never heard of. So if you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. My name is Sarah with Holistic Living. I'm an intuitive health and life coach, author, healer, and Ayurvedic counselor. And I help you become intuitive and unleash your own healing powers through food, pleasure, and self-love. Welcome. Also, don't forget that my health cookbook called Manja, gluten-free, dairy-free, Italian and Ayurvedic for mind, body, and soul is going to come out in fall of 2023. So don't forget to join the waitlist so that you can pre-order your book and follow along on all the other social media platforms. This amazing journey of becoming an author, but also how you can heal your relationship with food. All right. We're going to go right into this topic. It's one of my favorite topics to talk about. And if you feel like probably like this journey of losing weight naturally or trying to lose weight has been so frustrating, then you are in the right place, because I take people that have been hustling with their body and the diet, and I take them through a transformational journey where they fully heal. And that's the unlocking this kind of like super code in the weight loss space, is when you fully heal your relationship with food and you treat your body in the right way and you understand how it works and you make peace with it, then the body shows the healing and you're starting to noticing changes, but it doesn't feel like forceful. Right? It doesn't feel like I have to work out and do all of these things. So this has been my approach and my own experience, and many of my clients, like, I have seen tremendous transformation because we're breaking like toxic cycles and abuse with your body. And so healing is the answer if that's what you're looking for. But I'm going to give you practical tips on how to ignite that metabolism and kickstart it so that you are going to start on the right track, rather than like consuming all of these informations that it's honestly not your fault. Like, you've been led by society to believe that you have to act a certain way with your body, and let me tell you, it's not the right way to do it. Number one is to consume 50% of your caloric intake during lunchtime, and that's what people like make as a mistake, is to not consume lunch, to skip it and go right into a heavy dinner. And skipping meals, especially lunchtime, will really impair the functioning of your metabolism. And so according to the oldest ancient holistic science, originated in India more than 5,000 years ago, designed to heal mind, body, and soul, called Ayurveda, and also according to my own ancient Italian culture, lunchtime is when you're supposed to consume the biggest meal of your day, because if you think about the sun is at its peak, the maximum potential, during noontime. Now, the metabolism works the same way, and you will digest and break down pretty much anything during lunchtime. Like, you need that fuel during lunchtime, so don't skip that, because that's when you and your own metabolism is at its maximum potentials and strength. Tip number 2 is to avoid as much as possible, if not reduce the amount of processed foods in your diet, especially refined carbs and sugars. I mean, honestly, if we're talking about longevity, I'm not here to lie about the fact that if you don't treat your body in the right way with the right nutrients, you're not going to be healthy in the long run. And I don't know who has sold you the idea that you can still treat your body with like and give it poor ingredients and still like lose weight and be awesome and feeling energized, because that really doesn't work. That's a myth. So the more you clean up your diet, and I'm not saying you need to be perfect, okay? I'm saying like a balanced amount of like a clean diet, and then like go and have fun and have your like your favorite snacks or meals or drinks. That is balanced, and in the long run it will pay off, I promise. Tip number 3, if you want to kickstart your metabolism, you will want to introduce more easy, light, digestible meals, which are most likely sauteed or cooked. Now, the misconception that a lot of people have is that if you want to lose weight, you have to eat raw foods and light foods and smoothies, and that is the rule according to Ayurveda that is going to congest the metabolism. Now, when the food is cooked, it is more easily digestible. So if you're trying to get back on kind of like on track in terms of like your metabolism is working, then please make sure that for at least 2 weeks you start to saute everything, get rid of the raw foods for 2 weeks minimum, and notice what happens. For me, it actually changed my life in terms of like feeling always bloated and constipated, and I wasn't digesting the food properly, so I had to like treat my metabolism like if it was like a baby, and then it became stronger, and then I was able to introduce other type of foods that required more I would say strength to break down and enzymes to break down all of those nutrients. Tip number 4 is resetting your metabolism through a gentle reset and reboot according to Ayurveda, and I'm in the process of building the Reset and Reboot online course so that people like you can find all of the information on what they need to do and buy. It's a very low cost reset and reboot, but it doesn't include starvation, just juicing, or toxic cleanses that a lot of people do. And I'm like, when I found this type of cleanse, it was like, this is my gem, because I also feel like I can't fast for a long period of time. So Ayurveda believes that through this gentle cleanse of a monodiet and some herbs, like you're able to detoxify in a very gentle way while maintaining like a little bit of energy throughout the day, right? So that's what we want. So check the link down below, because you can pre-order it and also follow along when I will release it, which should be like in the next 10 days. Okay. Next tip number 5, including Triphala in your diet and kind of lifestyle. Now, anytime you hear a suggestion, please make sure that you check in with your doctor and provider. Honestly, I have been taking Triphala, which is a compound of 3 main Ayurvedic herbs that are designed to bring the energetics of your body into balance and kind of help you cleanse the colon in a very natural way and non-harmful way, because a lot of the time people go for laxatives, and that's a very like traumatic experience if you do it constantly. And make sure that you check all the information. You know, I have all this information in the Reset and Reboot online course, but just to let you know, like I take about 1 to 2 capsules 30 minutes before going to bed when I decide to do this cleanse. And you don't want to take that for like the rest of your life. You know, you want to take it for a maximum period of time of a month at a time, and then give your body a break. But again, I love Triphala, and I suggest it to pretty much all my clients. Tip number 6 is to add some ginger before your meals. Now, what you can do is to kind of cut thin slices of fresh ginger roots and chew on them about 20 to 30 minutes before your meals. This will actually help to call in all the gastric juices that are necessary for you to digest your meal. And if you have a weak digestive system, that is a practical, easy step that you can take to kickstart your metabolism. Tip number 7 is to move your body. Now, there are many definitions of moving your body. I always encourage someone to listen to their body and do what's right for them. I work with people that either, like I have women that really are athletic and they work out 3 to 5 days a week. And then I have some women that due to inflammation, due to maybe like pain, they are not able to work out. So we start with like 10 minutes a day and then we go up to 20 and we create new habits in a very gentle and organic way. So wherever you're at in your journey, please do not compare yourself. Move your body as best as you can and listen to the body. Like I can tell you that if working out 5 days a week puts the body into stress, then don't do it. And then what is possible for you is working out 20 minutes 2 times a week possible at this moment in time until it becomes part of a new routine, then do that. Tip number 8 is to drink warm or room temperature lemon water right in the morning when you wake up before drinking coffee or tea, because not only it hydrates your body, but it does ignite the metabolism, it flushes out all of the toxins, and it promotes healthy bowel movement. So I would say get on a habit to drink your lemon water in the morning. Please do not use ice water, which will pretty much kill your metabolism right away, and notice what happens. And tip number 9 is to chew your food properly. Now, what I see people do a lot is they mindlessly eat, which means that they eat while driving or having a meeting or having an intense conversation on the phone, and they're not paying attention to the food and the act of chewing. Sometimes they even inhale the food that they're eating, and I'm like, your body is not designed to go through a stressful situation and still digest. That's called fight or flight, which means like if you're driving, if you're having an intense meeting, you're focusing on that. Your energy is there. And if you're trying to eat, well, that's not going to happen. Like your body is focusing on this thing. So you need to be aware that you're not going to have the strength, call it the agony, the potency to break down your meal. So have your meal when you have some peace and quiet. Now, these were all of the tips for today. If you did enjoy the content, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. All right, a big ciao.